Alright, good. Start now. Alright, good morning class. Welcome to our lesson on variables and constants in pseudocode and Pascal. Now all of us have done programming for the past school term. Alright?
Yes, sir.
Good. Anybody remember what this is called? Big word.
It's basically a copy of any program.
Exactly. It's something like a programming language, but it is not an exact programming language, meaning it would not run on a computer to put it through. Right? Now, as I said earlier in the term, CSEC would not make a distinction between algorithm and pseudocode. They will usually have it slash in the exam. That's why I put pseudocode loop and I write and Pascal. In the exam, what they will do, they will usually give you a statement and ask you to make a correction on it. So today we will look at the syntax. You must understand the syntax of the variable and the constant. So when we sit in the exam, we should be able to correct it. You know, for example, like when you iron your clothes and you see a wrinkle, what do? You iron it back. You iron it back, right? Takes a break. Because you know what to look for, right? The same thing in your program, if you're in your constant, you know what you're looking for, you will have a very easy time to correct it. Now first, we're going to look at this variable today. Now, the variable is a storage location in memory of the computer. It is used to hold data that the program is working on, or store stuff that is going to change along the line of the program. Now, variables must carry meaningful names. Why do you think we should carry meaningful names in our variables? Anybody?
Sorry,
You can distinguish what data is being stored here. What else? Any other reason? Young man, I will take with the phone, please put away your cell phone. Good. Alright, why do we call a bar? A bar. You got it wrong, right? So a variable, when you declare a variable, it must have a meaning that represents what is being stored inside. Why do we call a plastic bottle a plastic bottle? What it is? Type of material? Why?
Sir, because it's made of plastic and it's a bottle.
Very good. It's made of plastic and it's a bottle, right? So if I show you this bottle ventilated, just see the condition of the ventilated bottle, right? This is a glass bottle because it is made of glass, right? So look at this and identify it easily. Same thing goes to variables. Whatever name you give your variable, it must be meaningful, right? When somebody looks at the variable name, they must be able to identify what is being held inside. And if there's multiple ones, they must be able to tell the difference between the two. So what we're going to look at now is the syntax for our variable. Now variable carries a standard syntax, right? In the code, remember we said pseudocode is very close to the programming language, right? You will have a syntax of name, notice the colon, data type, and the semicolon. In the Pascal programming language, which is primary language we are using for exam, we have the same exact format. You have name, data type, and a semicolon. Now in the algorithm, if you forget this semicolon, algorithm runs through the code, if you forget the semicolon, you will still get your marks. However, in a Pascal program, you miss out the semicolon, guess what happens to your program?
Does it do what, sir?
It won't run, right? It won't run, it will keep giving you the errors, right? So you have to go and look to see where you forget the semicolon. Now, punctuation is very, very important in language, right? A Pascal is a programming language. It carries its own rules that guide what must be done with it. Any questions so far? No questions? Alright, good. So, we already discussed what is a name. Means a name that's going to hold or identify the variable. What is data type? Anybody? Alright, so for now, we're going to look at the 4 data types. We're going to list data types on the board. And then we're going to go a bit deeper into it afterwards. So for data type, you have integer. You have string, character, and real. And you have the one we call boolean. We don't very much, I haven't come across most cases where we use the word boolean. However, it's there. Just know it exists as a variable type. A data type, sorry. Now, what is integers? We did this a few classes back. Integers are what? Nicholas. What are integers? Numbers. What type of numbers?
Sir, computer science numbers.
Computer science numbers. Alright. Anybody else? How much right? What type of numbers? In maths, we have this very popular stuff. And this here is the most annoying thing in math subject. What is it? What's the band? Negative. Sometimes you hear the word negative to be good. But sometimes you hear the word positive. It's the good and it's the bad also. If you get about the code, you see mark negative 5,000, means something wrong, right? But if you see a positive 5,000 now, you're glad. What you come, right? Good. So integer holds negative and positive whole numbers. What's a string? String. Huh? A group of letters or symbols. Now string, as if you hold this wire as a string, right? It carries stuff, right? Linked together. Char. What is char? Char. Or in language statements, it's actually the short version character. What is a character? The character in the story. Tell them. How many words are we speaking about? What? How many words are we speaking about? One. So if you use character here, it will be what? One what? In the program now. One letter or symbol. No, char does not carry a number inside. It takes a letter or a symbol. How about real? Real numbers. Anybody? Genesis. I don't want to speak like that. Real. We covered this a few days back when you were touching up on your head speed. Real. Alright, Mr. Green, do I help you out? It's numbers, but what type of numbers?
Roman numbers.
Huh?
Roman.
Nope, not Roman numbers. Fractional numbers. In maths, it is understood that number, or it is said in maths that every number carries a point. You might have a 0 or 1, 2, 3 at the end. But it is understood, since maths in primary school is coming up, if you see a 0 at the end here, what do you think? How do you call this number? What number you have on the board here? 10 what?
10.0.
You look 10.0. If you call this number, what do you see?
10.
10.
You just say 10, right?
Yeah.
But if I had 10.5, it's
10.5.
10.5. It is understood when somebody say 10 just like that. It doesn't have any decimal points, right? But the real is used for fractional or decimal numbers. Of course, in the program you can't go and put 1 divided by 2 as your calculator. You have to put the actual fractional number, right? Good. Alright. So believe is basically a yes and no part. I'm gonna focus much on this here now, because right now we need to focus on this here. These 4. Right? Next class, when you get notes, we will touch a bit on Boolean. But as I said, Boolean don't really come for exam. I haven't seen much in the exam people. I actually kept the last myself in the exam people. So makes sense we focus on the 4 main ones, right? That is needed for exam. Alright. So now that we understand the data type now, let's do a simple exercise. So we're excited to be now. Create a variable for name of a person. Look at the question. Tell me what is an appropriate. So we're going to use the format here, right? Remember both of them carry the same format, right? Good. Look at this format here. Above here. And we're going to write this exercise and we'll work somewhere else. Right? So tell me, what is an appropriate name for a variable? Any name? Try one more. Remember, we're declaring a container. It's like if we are saying we want to name this box here. What do we call this box right now? What kind of box?
Cardboard.
Why you call it the marker box? I'm marking inside marking around those, right? Good. You want to declare a container here to hold name of a person. But what does C stand for?
Customer.
But we're not talking any business here. I could be a student. I could be a church member. Or student. No, but we didn't specify the nature of the person here. We just say name of a person. Any name? So you say we can put Jack here? Y'all agree? No? Try again one more time. Huh? We can use just name, right? But if you want to make our stuff a little more understandable, a little more readable, a little more identifiable, we can put name underscore of underscore person, or we just put name underscore person. Remember when we're doing variables, right? Variables cannot have space, right? There must be a continuous stuff, right? Word. It must not have no breakage inside. Now, tell me something else. So we have our colon here. What is the data type for the name of person?
String.
String. Why string? Because what?
It's a group of letters.
Very good. It's group of letters or symbols, right? Is this here correct? Yes. Good. Any questions? In front here? No. The standard format is you have your name, your variable first, then your data type afterward. Right? Alright, let's try the second one. Can I erase? Somebody get us erased? For sorry. Yeah, Sorry.
Is it
You can pause, right? Pause, pause.